Welcome to a very special DorkLair 2. Joining us today, special guest Toy Bro, and
guys.
Chris is here. Larry couldn't make it,
Hey, everyone.
unfortunately. But yeah, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah. I think Hanukkah starts this weekend, and just happy holidays to everybody. Jared, welcome, man.
Yeah, thanks for having me, man. I'm glad I could fill the void last minute for you.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
appreciate
thank you.
it. So I think this is the first time you've been on the DorkLair, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. We spent
Cool.
quite a bit of time together at Legions Con and
Right.
talked about this a little bit, but very welcome. It's funny, the amount of time we kind of hung out there, and the fact that I somehow didn't come out of it with COVID, and like everybody like in our little circle of people got it, like
Right.
kind of wild. I mean, I did have it I had it in September, so it might have been my immunities were up, but yeah. So anyway, let's start with Chris. Recent pickups?
Yes. Hey, the other day I got the Spider-Man Mafex, the classic costume in
Nice.
the, I guess they'd only done it for the last two Spider-Man. They did this smaller packaging. I'm
That's
like
good.
disoriented with
Oh yeah, the new slimline box. Yeah.
yeah. Still has the stand and everything, so, and the tray behind of other stuff. So it's same stuff, they just shrunk it in for these. But I know
Those
they
boxes were overkill for sure. They were big.
yeah, they still use them though for, I know, like the Terminator just came out, and I'm pretty sure that's in a regular
Yeah.
Mafex size box. But I don't know. I guess they're just figuring like we're pumping out so many Spider-Man. Let's just shrink our warehouse space. Getting
Right.
used
The
to that
production
mold.
side. Yeah, totally. That's a good point.
Yeah. Anything else? Well, I got finally the very last Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle NECA loot crate. That was
Oh
an
yeah.
ordeal. I don't know. Yeah, I don't even remember if I've talked to you about it, Bill, but it's a very long process to get them. This was the second crate, the second one that was supposed to come, and it came last.
Right.
So, yeah, I
We're
don't
doing
remember.
it as wrong as possible in grand fashion, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it has to have been at least 18 months since that since that went up, if not
It's
longer.
been a while. I mean,
Yeah.
it's been at least a year.
Yeah.
I can't recall really. I don't know.
I
It's been that
know.
long. It's been that long that I don't have any idea. And they came
Yeah.
so out of order. It's just like I don't even care anymore.
No, and with like or shipping notices coming late, or
No
like just
fanfare.
as
No, here's a box.
yeah,
Throw it at the door.
no.
Yeah.
I thought it was odd too. The last so I ordered two of them, and they this one came with one that was like the same size box as all the other ones, and one of them was just a different size box. I'm like, they must be running out of all their crap and stuff. Just calling it a day on this. Oh yeah, let's see.
Jared, how about you? Any recent pickups?
I got a few. I mean, it's all open already. I got this guy the other
Oh,
day,
nice.
the
Grimsword.
Dungeons
Yeah,
and
nice.
Dragons Grimsword.
Yeah, I watched your video. Yeah.
Yeah, he's pretty wild. I don't think anybody expected he was going to be this big.
It's
I was
huge.
gonna say he's huge, right?
He's almost as big as an ogre scale Legions figure. He's just like maybe a half an inch shorter,
Yeah.
Wow.
if
That's
that.
crazy.
And he's not as bulky, but he's a pretty
That's
cool
one
figure. He's
that'll
a
be
gnarly looking
that'll
guy.
be like an impulse buy for me. Like if I see it in a store.
Yeah,
I
mean, they're hitting like local comic shops. So a store in town posted that they had them, so I had to go check it out. I'd never been yet, so it was a good reason to go check them out.
Yeah. Nice.
I had that pre-ordered at Dorkside
this week.
Nice.
So, Krampus action. I don't remember where this came from.
Got mine too.
It came from a place that you posted, Bill. I don't remember.
Oh,
Red Cap or something like that. Someplace out of
yeah.
Philly. I don't know.
Yeah,
They had them, and it was like free shipping, so it
Cap's
ended up being
Corner.
cheaper than anywhere else.
Yep.
So I got him, and then I mean, I don't know if this counts as a pickup, but it is something new. Sparrow sent me one of the pre-production Animal Warriors of the Kingdom.
So is
That's
that
awesome.
is that like
This
a
is
test
one of the
shot?
ones
Like
they had
fully.
at Legends Con.
Okay.
So he's got a few problems, but it's pretty close to finished.
Okay. So it's fully a toy. It's not a prototype, really.
Yeah,
right?
I mean, like it's fully articulated. This is
Yeah.
out of a mold. Yeah. So
Yeah, nice.
the chest isn't sonically welded, so there's a little gap on the top of him.
Mhm.
and it makes the butterflies a little loose, and he's also missing the stomach ratchet, so he can do this like crazy crunch,
Yeah.
which I think he'll be able to do anyway. It's just
I-
he's not going to click in place.
Yeah.
Are you gonna do a video with that?
Yeah, I was gonna do it now, but then you asked me to come on,
Oh,
so
sorry.
I might try to do it later.
Sorry,
tonight.
everyone.
No, yeah. We're leaving for Disney tomorrow, so I'm like, I'm trying to finish stuff up. Like, I mean, I'm gonna try to film this before we leave.
Yeah.
Just to get it out there, just to get it out there for him. Since he sent it over. That's awesome. I got that loot crate also, but it's somewhere else. Yeah.
So like I just showed, I also got Krampus in, and I got it in fairly quickly, and I had intended to do a review last weekend, and just I got kind of carried away with other stuff, and I just haven't had a chance to like get stuff onto the review table lately. So I'm hoping maybe this weekend, like maybe tomorrow afternoon after work or Saturday. And then I also I got some head sculpts in. So this is the Monster Machine. My lighting's not great here, but this is the Monster Machine He-Man sculpt. And
that's just like classic He-Man, right?
Yeah, it's kind of it's got a sort of a gritty kind of realistic older look to it. And then Eric Miller painted this for me, so that came in. I posted a picture of that on social.
What body is that using?
So this is
that's the Kit Bash Masterverse, isn't it?
Yeah. So this is the 40th anniversary body.
Oh, okay.
I used the like Viking He-Man parts, which is not an easy swap. Like the belt is a lot of work to swap, but like the arms and the feet and stuff are fine. But the belt was, because you can't pop it out. The torso and the hips are, they're all together. Like it's not poppable.
Yeah, the construction on those figures is weird. How all the pieces go together, it's like made to not be articulated well.
Oh God.
And the so you have to stretch it. You have to really, really heat it up and stretch it out. You can pop the legs off very easily. It's just the hips don't. Yeah, you have to stretch it out. And there's like a 1/4 inch in between the upper torso and the hips. So it's a weird fit and it's a lot of work, but it's worth it. I think it's a good swap. I like it.
Nice. I think I'm getting the 40th anniversary for my for Christmas.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah. I think I asked my wife.
And then so I subscribed to the Von box. So Brian Burke's 3D printed thing. He's collaborating with Emil Wickman on a series of his Von box monthly subscription things, and I did the painted version, and this is one of the 2 heads it came with. It's awesome.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's really cool. It's like he's got like almost like a stone face look to him, and then he's wearing like a bone helm.
Yeah.
And it came with 2 heads. It came with that one, and it came with this vampire guy right here. Yeah.
That's gnarly. I like that one.
The paint jobs are awesome.
Yeah, after I saw you post these, I figure I'm gonna have to jump in on that.
Well, if you do, we should do like live streams with them.
I'm down for that.
Yeah, I think it'd be a lot of fun. Especially, I'd like to get those guys and just talk about their ideas for it. Like they always have stories behind it. They didn't really include much of a story for these 2 heads, but it'd be cool to hear what they got going on with that. And my other one that I just recently opened up.
Ooh.
Captain Sisko.
Is that one of those Exo 6? Is that what they call them? Yeah.
Yep. 6 scale Star Trek Exo 6, and it's not going to come through on this lighting, but it's really good. This figure came out awesome.
Yeah, I didn't know that was like delivered yet or in hand.
Yep, they just started arriving.
Awesome.
Okay. Let's check out the chat a little bit here. As we mentioned on social, we're going to take a look at some toy news, of course. We're going to give away one of these right here. a red Krampus today after the Legions news as usual. And then we are going to take a look at the 1986 Sears Christmas Wishbook, the old catalog. And Wesley Ashkenazi, $10 super chat with the first one of the day. Thank you so much, man.
Yeah, you got to put something in with that chat. It's just tell us something.
Yeah, bring a comment in there.
Thank you, though.
Thank you so much. We got another Blaze Bear wants to sign up for the Von box. So they and you can do painted or unpainted. I forget how much the unpainted is.
It's like $40.
Yeah, okay.
It's basically double price. So you're getting your money's worth. $20 per head if you get 2 heads unpainted, and $40 for a painted head is pretty normal.
It's great, and it's less than 7.
I mean, for their paint job, 40, that's a good deal.
Yep.
That's what we were paying at Legions Con. So, roughly.
Yeah, and I think the shipping was included too. Like,
it was free,
straight up. Yeah. Let's see who else is in the chat here. Hedgehog is here. Hedgehog is going to be joining us Monday on the Legions Lounge. Pickups for me include that same Spider-Man, I guess, and his amazing Spider-Man and his Amazing Friends pack from Marvel Legends. Okay, that's okay. And then Red Crampy, the Nemo Wave Rider. Oh, I got that in too. I haven't opened it yet.
I got that also. Yeah, I've never really opened Captain Nemo, so I'm like, what am I going to do with this thing?
I'm kind of in the same place. I opened it, messed around with it a little bit, and haven't done much with it. And Teddy Sods, so that is Theodore Sodcutter. And Hedgehog is one of the first people to have a review up.
Yeah, I don't even have a shipping notice yet.
Same here.
It's not even in my account. Like, just nothing. That's weird. People are getting that one spotty.
Yep. Yeah. So everybody take a look at Hedgehog's review of Theodore Sodcutter. If you're looking, it's funny. I was browsing around to see, if it's on eBay or anything like that. And there was not a single listing for that one, which is kind of wild to me. That one could end up being pretty rare. Let's see. I miss these catalogs, memories. Yeah, man, it was a big deal. Let's see here. Let's just run through some names. Rick Jones, Cyber Rat, Rojo54, Mark Thomas, Nico, Steve, Tyler, Pablo, Cowabunga Dude. Fetmatic is in the house. What's up, dude? Let's see. Axel. D. Blake Makes. Yeah. Mark Thomas. Sweet. Welcome, everybody. We got 86 people in the chat. JCPenney's. So, yeah, that was what we always had. We always had the JCPenney catalog.
Yeah.
Last year we did, for this episode, for a very special DorkLair 1, we did the JCPenney 1983. Do you remember if that's what it was? 83, I think?
It was pretty early. Yeah, I think it was.
Yeah.
I want to say, I don't remember, like Transformers or something, but.
Yeah. All right. All right, let's jump into some news here. So let me pull this up here. As always, well, until the end of this month, whether or not they renew me or whatever, but for now, DorkLair 10 on clearbags.com gets you a little bit off. It's not much because these bags are like $5 for 50 bags or something like that. So, but it helps support the DorkLair in that if the response is good, we may get some kind of little bigger advertising type thing. But for now, it's just 10% for anybody who uses that code. So check it out if you're looking for some bags for storage and whatnot. They have other products too, usually revolving around craft storage.
What are the size you use for Mythics?
So I use 6x9 for Mythics, and it's nice because those like the bio card fits right in there, right up to the top. And the spears fit too, those long spears.
Yeah, those are always the pain for me.
Yep, they also fit as well. And then for 3.75 and like 1/18 scale stuff, like for my boss fight figures and for my vintage collection stuff that I have stored away, I use the 4x6. And I have links in the description below for both of those two bags, like direct links for those.
Cool.
Let's see. Laura says, 1 year we got our wish book and the kid on the cover looked exactly like me. Messed me up. That's hilarious. Okay. All right. Let's see. What do we got next here? Legions updates. Not too much this week, actually. The first thing is these are now. So the trolls, the All-Stars trolls, they arrived at the Four Horsemen warehouse, and
Mine have
they're going
shipped.
to be shipping them out. What's that?
Mine have shipped.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, they're
Nice.
going to come while we're out of town.
So they are all right. So they're shipping now, and just be aware, folks, that they put out a big announcement that there was an error at the factory, and the original heads. So like the ice troll, it has the head with the beard and the horns, and the original Cyclops head on Brontis, like those heads did not get produced for these. So what they're gonna do is they're gonna just ship all the figures out. They're gonna do a run of those heads as quickly as they can at the factory. Won't take long. It's just 2 heads, right? And then they're gonna ship those out separately, probably early next year. So just a heads up on that. No pun intended there, but your trolls are gonna come missing the original head for these version 2 trolls.
I was gonna say, like, it's a bit of a bummer, but like with the Sir Gerard, we got the extra head. I'm like,
Yeah.
it's like bank error in your favor that time. This time, at least, they're making it right anyway. You're gonna get your head, but
Yeah, it's a evening of the scales, I guess.
yeah.
I mean, the only one that doesn't get out of this very well is the factory, who, they made the extra heads last time, and then this time they're gonna have to make these like mistakes are, they have to own their mistakes.
I was wondering about that too. Like, I'm sure they sent a production sample or something, and then they're like, yeah, this is good. I'm assuming both heads were in there. And then they're just like, all right, we're just forget it.
Yeah, they may not have. They usually send things separately. Like they'll send the figure itself for inspection, then they'll send like the box. So they probably sent the new heads only, because that's the only thing that was new that would need to be inspected, and then they probably sent the boxes, I think.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, that sounds kind of likely there.
And then we got Hedgehog with the $5 super chat. My trolls showed up today with no prior notice. Also, happy holidays, guys. Psyched to just chill and check out the show tonight. You're looking really handsome there, Jonathan, in your picture.
Yeah, it's an updated image, right?
Is that a photograph? Let's see who else here. Axel, I canceled my troll pre-order. I have 4 now and just don't have the room for any more. They eat up. They do, and I don't collect the trolls. I have one. I have my favorite one, the ice troll, and I thought about getting this and selling it, and then having the new ice troll with the 2 heads, but I never got around to it.
Yeah, so. I kind of question why I got these at this point. Like I have all of them at this point.
Right.
But like I did it. Well, I gotta have them. I gotta have the rest of them. But they're so big.
Yeah, I got the reissue of,
and they don't do anything. I mean, they don't do anything.
Yeah.
They're basically statues. So
they are.
Yeah, I have the Stone and the Forest reissues, and I really wanted the Bronus, and I still may get it at some point. But with the pre-order time, and the thing with the pre-order was, for me, it was essentially the same price for shipping 1 versus 2, and I'm like, but I really don't need the other one, and I was just like, I'll just pass on these for now. It's too much. Just Bronus, I love that Cyclops head, looks awesome. So that's also, I mean, it would have, I would have liked to have both, because then like with the frost troll or the ice troll, but yeah, it's too much.
Yeah, I love the ice troll. I may just try to pick up the Cyclops head separately. I'll probably be paying more than I would have if I had bought and sold, but whatever.
Yeah, I'm sure someone will flip it.
Yeah, or maybe I'll get one at a con at some point. He says, that's just me, no filter, definitely not Lenza. All right. And then the other bit of news is the Father Christmas sold out today, I believe. I believe that finally sold out today. And they did say they made a ton of these. They made a lot more of these than they made of the other ones. So that, I think, helped them stay in supply for a while. And I think it's a good time for it to be sold out, because you're getting close to the point where if you ship it, it's not going to come by Christmas. So
yeah, right. I got that in also. I forgot if I mentioned that before, or at least I opened it from last week. Yeah, like it a lot.
I love it. I think it's fantastic.
I'm trying to remember it seems like the eyes are glossier on it than other mythics, like human heads. I thought that was a nice touch for it.
Yeah, they are a little bit more lifelike, aren't they? And let's see here. I'm gonna pull down the banner because I'm gonna keep going with the news here. I'm just checking through the comments. Wow, 103. 103. Hit the like button, everybody. Subscribe if you're not subscribed either. I think most people here are probably subscribed, but if you have not subscribed yet, and you know what time it is now, and I forgot, darn it, I forgot to do my usual thing where I put the last week's super chats. So just a big thank you to everybody who does the super chats and really funds these giveaways. But it is now giveaway time. Ooh. So let me pull up what we got here. So we've got a red Krampus we're giving away this week, everybody. And let me pull this down. Right here. Sealed, brand new. I did order a couple, so one of the extras is going to go out to one lucky winner here. And and what we're going to do is we're going to pull up the giveaway tool. So let me go over to, let's go over here.
Yeah, it's a pretty nice giveaway. Full retail figure.
Yeah, and again, it's made possible by the contributors to the super chats. And so okay, I'm not going to add that to the stream just yet. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to start collecting comments here, and I'm going to pull up the banner, and there you go. If you would like to enter to win the red Krampus, just put hashtag red Krampus in the chat. And we'll just talk a little bit while we wait for people to get in on this one. Red Krampus, everybody.
Yeah, I got mine in, but I didn't open it yet. I ordered two because the second one I definitely intend to use with the red demon head that comes with the head pack.
Yep, that's good.
That's essentially what I was like. I bought forever ago. I got an extra of the blue demon from the first All Stars, which is escaping me, with an intent. Yeah, with the intention of painting him red and doing. I was like, oh, this will be a cool project, and I'm like, all right, well now I can just buy the body here, buy the head, and I'm like, save hours and hours, and also probably me never actually doing it.
Right. Yeah, that's why I did the painted heads on the Von Box thing. It's like, I have a ton of stuff that I need to paint. I don't have time.
Yeah. So what is I mean, I assume it sounds like a loot crate type thing of heads. Like how often? How much is that?
So
run?
once a month. Once a month.
That's so pretty good.
Yeah. That was two heads. I don't know that it's necessarily going to be two heads every time or what exactly it's going to be, but
it's just parts in general,
not a specific duration. You just keep going until you want to stop it, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So you'll be subscribed, and then you can just stop whenever and just cancel the subscription.
Which you have way too many heads and not enough figures for them. Yeah.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
Let's see how many people we have so far here. 69.
69 entries? Yep. Yeah, that's a high percentage. Usually we're like hovering around 50, and I'm always wondering why no one's...
Well, like sometimes it might not be something people want. Like we had the Super 7 Thulsa Doom. That's an older figure. If, there's a good chance a lot of people already have that if they want it.
That's true, yeah.
So they might not have just might not have entered these guys.
Yeah. Yeah, this is brand spanking new. So that's nice.
Yep. They don't believe me. Nah, he just wanted to randomly shout out 69.
69 entries and only 61 likes. Come on, guys, hit the like.
Yeah, like it. Like the video. Subscribe. go subscribe to Toy Bro if you haven't already. What was your most recent video? Was that the Grim Sword?
Yeah. Yeah. I did put him up yesterday, I think.
Okay. And your next one,
Bill, you said international people can just if they
yeah, I've started just letting anybody enter. So if I'll just ship it out. Yep. I mean, we're
right, Tyler?
we're getting enough support here that I'm okay with shipping it out. I mean, obviously, if you say, "Hey, ship it loose," I'm not gonna complain. But yeah, I will ship it out. This is one you don't want to ship loose, though. You want
the package is part of the.
Yep.
Packaging's part of the product, is what I meant to say. Yeah.
He's a cool figure, though. I think I like him better than the black one.
Yeah. I
got like multiples of the black one, and I never even opened it for the longest time. When it came out, I was occupied with other stuff, and it just got put on the back burner forever.
Mm-hmm. So when did you open it? Like way later, or like now? Like
way later, like 6 months later, maybe. Like
okay.
Like a long time. It was in. I put it away. Like I put them all away, and then I forgot about it.
Yeah. I'm gonna get something real quick.
But this guy's pretty cool.
Which one is that? Oh yeah, the Krampus. Yeah. A couple months ago, I had
no issues with the tail breaking off that everybody seemed to have with the black one.
I don't even know if I put the tail in mine now that I'm thinking about it.
I tend to just go for it, and I just popped it right in.
This is a nice look right here.
As weird as that.
Oh yeah.
The extra head from the Furious 4 pack.
It's good.
And that like neck collar thing, that's still only Krampus, right? They haven't used it for other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not for other
piece for now,
Catherine. Yeah. A couple months ago, we found like a skull randomly on the ground in my toy room, and I had some boxes around, so I was like, I don't know, what the hell did this come from? And then I realized like Krampus had fallen over, and like I had put the things in his backpack.
Oh, his backpack
spilled out.
Yeah. Yeah. They're a little different. They're painted slightly differently this time.
Yeah.
The eyes
not exactly
on the original
same, yeah.
one have like a shiny flat. I don't know if that's like that's, contradiction, but like a shiny flat gray. It's not the same bone look.
Mm-hmm.
And then this one is more like bone everywhere. I was looking at it as I was kind of prepping to maybe do a review. I'm gonna hopefully do that this weekend. Okay. All right. It is 8:58 and we are going to draw the winner. So just a reminder, if your name is selected, please email me at podcast@DorkLair.com, or if you're familiar with my social media, you can message me on Instagram or on Facebook. Okay. All right, here we go. All right, 3, 2, 1. Good luck, everybody. Oh, Nate's here. I saw Nate's name spin by. Johnny Dagger. Lago Figs. Congratulations, Lago Figs.
Yeah,
You have won
Lago.
a red Krampus retailer exclusive. And remember to just shoot me an email at podcast@dorklair.com, or if you want to message me on social, that's totally fine as well. But congratulations, and thanks again, everybody, for entering and supporting the DorkLair. And also, huge thank you to everybody who contributes to the Super Chats. That's why we're able to do these giveaways every week, the Super Chats. That's where all that money goes to. Okay. All right, let me pull this down. All right, so we're going to get into a little bit more toy news. Let me bring this back up. So, yesterday, Atticus Doom, the Necroverse edition went up. This was teased during the RumbleCon back in October, I think. And, it's pretty, there's some differences, but it's, fairly repaint of the original Atticus Doom, but it's glow-in-the-dark parts, right? Most of the stuff on this page is the same stuff as the original. Clearly, the coat is different it's a different tailoring of a coat, different look of a coat over here. And then you have the big tentacle hand, the curly tentacle hand. New piece is that it comes with Hellboy's flaming sword, which is kind of the one thing that almost got me to buy this thing, which I didn't end up getting it, but that tempted me because that is a pretty cool thing to have in a clear glow in the dark plastic.
Yeah, that's nice.
And then the bottom things are I think those are like the same effects. The thing on the left is like the smoke that goes around his collar, and then the other two are like effects that are like magic spells or whatever. Most of this I think is the same. Maybe the hats are slightly different or something. But
yeah, I'm pretty sure.
This is new. So this is like one of those, I'm assuming this is one of those, like, you know how the ninjas came with the smoke effect?
Yeah, like
and
one of those blow mold things. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's like the very light plastic, and it's probably a little bit translucent. You could shine a light behind it and stuff. I'm assuming that's what that is. It looked pretty big in the picture. And if it's big, that's definitely what that is.
Yeah. That was like the most enticing thing for me, but
yeah,
I still
it's
passed
cool.
on it. Yeah.
It is cool. And then some extra stands for those like magic effects and things. Jared, did you end up picking this one up? Or?
Yeah, I got him. Yeah. I say
I
that
passed.
begrudgingly because I've never opened the regular one.
Oh, really? Oh, it's so good. It's
But it's glow in the dark.
list.
So I knew I would want it. It'll make me open them at the same time now.
Right. Top 10 lists are coming, and I can tell you right now, Atticus Doom, the first one, is going to be very high.
I don't even want to do a top 10 list right now. I can't even begin to wrap my head around the stuff that came out this year.
I know.
Like I don't even want to try. I know as soon as I get it done, I'm going to realize there's like 10 other things that could be.
Yeah, that's always hard for me because I'm like something sit for like you're talking for a long time, and I'm like, I don't know, when did I get this? I don't know.
Like I know I've got stuff that I've probably never really gotten to that should be on the list, but
yeah.
Can I really include it? I don't know.
Right.
Like I've not messed with Death Dealer, and I probably would like absolutely love him, but I've never really messed with him. Just haven't gotten around to it.
Someone did a neck swap that I want to do. So it's got like the Cyclops or Cable, like the tube neck. That's just like this non-movable piece with the light up feature. And somebody was able to pull that tube out and then swap in a neck from another Mezco figure, and it just added all that articulation. And I kind of want to try that, I think. And it was a non-destructive. It didn't, it wasn't a custom. It was just a swap. Yeah. So is the extra accessory pack worth getting for him? I actually have it, and that's another one that I haven't opened yet. I need to.
Yeah, I actually did open that. Surprisingly, I opened that. Yeah, that was easy. I could just open this little box and mess around with it with other figures, but I've never actually used it with him.
And so, would you say it's worth it?
There, though.
Would you say it's worth it? Yeah,
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah, I would definitely.
Not even just for him, just for general weird magic effects. I mean,
yeah,
you could use it for all sorts of stuff.
Yeah, it comes with an extra head for him, and then all the magic effects are kind of interchangeable.
But yeah, all those effects. I mean, if any of that stuff were custom, you'd be paying $20 a piece for that stuff. So
right, $35 was
magic effects. That's a good way to go about it.
Yeah, I want to say it was around 35, then plus tax shipping and all that.
Yeah, the shipping usually gets you with that.
That's been in stock for a while, so if there's something else in stock, I think you could technically buy it at the same time,
Yeah, but it's the way they do it. They have their shipping.
The shipping's like all screwed up, yeah.
Yeah, it's annoying. Merry Christmas, Braku Prime. Thank you. Thank you for the $5 super chat. Always there for us, man. So much appreciated. And let's see here. What does this say? I mentally passed on this, but my fingers logged in and bought it. It kind of becomes automatic sometimes. I'm trying to break that, like I'm trying, because of this pile of stuff, right? I'm trying to break that like pattern of just like ordering everything because it's like a kid in a candy shop and I just want it all,
Yeah, I skipped on the Gravedigger guy from Mezco because I was like, it looked very cool. It's just one of those like, I don't know if I really need this, but
yeah, I can't wait for that.
It looks really fun. I was surprised seeing pictures of it being so large. It's like pretty tall figure. I
It's
think.
huge. Yeah.
And he's
Yeah.
got those crazy arms that like almost drag to the floor. I think he looks
Yeah, they're
wild.
like
Mm-hmm.
Freddy arms.
I'll be excited to open him at the end of 2023 or something whenever I get around.
Hopefully, it makes your top 10.
Oh wait, I gotta pull down that banner. Hang on. Okay. Been skipping a lot of Mezcos these days. Yeah, me too. I'm trying to like, and I it's like this this Atticus Doom breaks my rule because I'm kind of trying to stick with just the like occult, sort of like pulpy fantasy type stuff, and this kind of fits that. But I'm for the most part, I'm trying to find a focus with my Mezco collection. And moving on. So before we even get into Wave 2 here, we can talk briefly about Wave 1, which was on the cusp of maybe shipping and maybe not shipping before Christmas, which, to some people is a pretty big deal because then it's like almost like another extra year, even if it ships in, I don't know, January, February, it feels like it's another extra year because
What are you going to do?
a lot of people don't mess with Christmas stuff until it's Christmas time, right? But they're shipping. So these hit Big Bad Toy Store. I don't know if any have actually started moving yet, but tracking
Probably
numbers
not.
have gone out. I got tracking on I got the classic Santa, which is actually sold out now. It's the only one that's sold out currently as far as I know. But yeah, that's what Laura's saying. That plain Santa is already sold out. And Chris, we were chatting earlier and you made a good point. They should just like have a classic Santa every year. Like this new wave doesn't really have a classic Santa, so it's kind of weird. Like you'd think they would want to have some, even if it's a little bit different, like some kind of classic Santa each year.
Yeah, they'll 100% reissue it. I can't imagine, especially the way Big Bad operates. Like they want it, like they always keep stuff in stock. This is something
Yeah.
they're obviously working hand in hand with Fresh Monkey Fiction. So, yeah,
And
they
might have more. They might have another run on the way or another bit of supply of it, or maybe they'll just do another run and just have it in stock at some point.
Right.
So then so they were saying, hey, we think we're gonna hold off on Wave 2 because we're not sure if this is gonna ship. And then they said they got a lot of feedback of people saying, hey, come on, at least tease some stuff. So this was obviously ready to go. They were ready to like pull the trigger and just like list it all because they were hemming and hawing about whether or not to list it. But then once they arrived yesterday or the day before at Big Bad Toy Store, the Wave 1, they said, okay, let's do it. And they just, they put it live and they're doing the same thing where they're going to have minimums that you have to, so there has to be at least 500 orders for each product for that specific product to go to production. I don't think they have any issues. There was no issues last year, right? I don't think there was anything that didn't hit.
Yeah, I think it all funded.
Even like the blank artist proof was like, I don't even know if that technically funded, but that's obviously the easiest thing for them to make is like
they made it even if it
paint anything.
The pre-orders sold out too, and they didn't take any more orders, and yet he was in stock the other day.
Yeah,
right.
So they made more than what was originally allocated of that one also.
Mm-hmm. So hopefully, like, I actually added to the shipping and just had it do priority because I really want it before Christmas. Like I know it's it is what it is. Like maybe it won't come, but like I do. I want it. And I'm hoping if it ships, maybe it'll ship tomorrow. Maybe I'll have it early next week. So I upgraded to the priority mail. Hopefully that'll help. Hey, we talked about you earlier, Eric. Late, but here it's the only way I know. We're talking about your He-Man head, or your paint job on the Monster Machine He-Man head, which came out great. Okay, so Wave 2. So in Wave 1, there was a $50 Krampus that had like some cloth goods and stuff like that. And then now the $50 figure for Wave 2 is this Barbarian. It does say it comes with 2 head sculpts, but they only show 1 head sculpt in this. The head dress, the bear headdress, is removable. It's separate from the head. So I think we're waiting on a few more pictures because I feel like we should be seeing a picture of this head without the headdress and, maybe Maybe we can match it up with another head from another figure or something, but this thing's wild.
Yeah. This is totally like the definite standout from this wave.
Yeah.
I didn't even notice like he has like a fur cloak or something that he comes with until
Yeah, that's a
you
cloth
put on
good
there.
cape.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, so that's
See,
nice.
the one I really want is the mall Santa, because I've not bought any of these, and I don't know that I'm going to.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't know that I need them.
Yeah.
But the
So
mall
new
Santa,
parts.
I need him.
Yeah, we'll get to that one. It's on here. So new parts. Obviously, the bear. Well, the bear head thing, and then the bear torso and the arms and stuff. Like those are new. That skirt is new. That's a longer skirt piece. So this one also has the longer skirt piece, but this has the original torso and arms and stuff. I love this head sculpt. This is, to me, this is my favorite of this wave. Father
I like
Frost.
that one a lot too. Yeah.
I love this head.
He's on the nice side, but he's also a little like serious looking.
I mean, this guy's on the nice side too.
Yeah, right.
And then we have the Gremlin King. I love the black fur.
Yeah,
I think that looks really cool. I think it's going to be fun. I know like there's not going to be a lot of options, but I think it would be fun to do some mixing and matching with some heads. Here's Jared's favorite one. The mall
It's
Santa.
like as close as I'm going to get to a bad Santa figure. So
Yeah.
that's what I want. He's got the whiskey, the cigarette in his mouth. That's perfect.
Yeah.
He's super dirty.
The crushed present.
Yeah, that's great.
Everything's like just tattered or looks like it's been drugged through the mud or something. I love it.
Yeah. It's like reminds me of Artie Lang in Elf. And then there's another Krampus. So this one's not as decked out as the last year's or the 2021 Krampus. But it's got that bare torso and stuff. So Krampus. People are calling this the Canadian Santa.
Yeah.
Northern Santa. Another one I really like the head sculpt on this. I think the sculpt work on these are very nice. These are really cool figures. He comes with maple syrup, pancakes. Or are those cookies? And then you have the F around and find out Santa.
The brass knuckles are a really nice touch on this one.
What do they say? I can't read them.
Naughty and nice.
Oh, okay, sweet. This makes me think of the new movie that's coming out. What is that movie with
Violent
David
Night?
Harbour?
Oh yeah.
Violent Night. Yeah.
That's hilarious.
He comes with aluminum baseball bats. And then there's an accessory pack for $22. Oh, by the way, all of those were $37 except for that first Barbarian Deluxe one. That one was $50. $22 accessory pack. Different painted crushed gift and a pile of gifts, and pretty cool. And then there's a few different elves. So these are the smaller figures. These are smaller 5 POA ones. Some new elves and then a new Nutcracker. But I'm definitely gonna get at least this one. Like I'll get this one too, I'm sure.
Yeah, I know.
those two I'm getting.
Yeah. Yeah, the Barbarian's definitely destined for many Mythic Legions displays, I think.
Yeah, totally. And it might even be head swappable. I mean, we'll find out in a couple days how the heads size with Legion stuff, but you never know. It might work out.
Yeah, it's always fudgeable.
So this is right. The Barbarian Santa is 2023, not 22, but the wave is called the 2022 wave because it's going up and being announced in the campaign is 2022. Last year's wave is known as the 2021 wave. That's the discrepancy there. So yeah, these are coming out next December 2023, just to be clear. Everything we showed here is wave 2. That's the 2022 pre-order that's going to release in 2023. Vac metal. On what? On the bell? No.
The knuckles or
something
bats?
Else. Maybe it's something else. Okay. Greetings from Malaga, Spain. It is 3:14 a.m. Go to bed.
Yeah.
Got better things to do than watch this.
Hopefully you have a Friday off.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Just put in a pre-order for that blue. Yeah, I got to put my pre-orders in because I want to, I want to help these things hit. Oh, let's check out the campaign. Hold on a second. I have that set up here.
Or are they doing the thing on the website again?
Yeah. So let me share this and add this. So let's see. All right. So it ends the end of January. Yeah. January 31st is when the campaign ends. So 6 weeks. And then the pre-orders it says that the pre-orders will remain open until late spring of 23. They remained open. Like Big Bad probably just ordered a bunch of extra.
Yeah, they order a ton.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So actually, let me refresh this real quick because I think it was still loading up the old numbers. All right. So Barbarian Santa, I think he's in the lead. He was in the lead earlier. 362, well on his way. It's been a day. And then you have the Mall Santa, 149. Canadian Santa, 152. The Father Frost, 184. So they're all in the like 150 to 200 range. And then the elves are a little bit lower. Yeah, so that Krampus is 170. Only 90 for the Gremlin King. That's a lot lower than the other Santa bodies. And yeah, okay. So the elves are like 150 to 100, and then the Santas are like 150 to 200. So these are, I mean, this thing's probably going to be funded tomorrow.
Yeah, it'll be done by the weekend. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
This is cool. This is a fun little thing. It's, kind of run. I'm glad they started it now. Like this is something you want on pre-order during Christmas, right? Like you want to have this thing rolling.
It won't have the same impact if they launched it in July or something.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I guess they could,
Christmas in July, but yeah.
Do the Christmas in July thing. Yeah, exactly.
It's not the same.
Okay. And then we have a couple. Let's remove this, add this. A couple 6-scale items. So long awaited Padme and Anakin hot toys from Attack of the Clones. And, it's kind of neat. They have they have that hood thing. If you can see it in that middle picture. I don't have a lot of photos up for these, but that, that I believe that's from a cut scene, but it's also like from the Clone Wars cartoon. So that kind of makes
that
this
doesn't
figure
appear in the actual movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not in the movie, but it's something like that's in the Clone Wars. So you can kind of like put her in with your Clone Wars stuff too, and it'll look pretty good. But there's the movable eyes. I just put this up because I think it gives a good look at the sculpt. I think it looks pretty good.
Yeah. It's not definitely, not bad. I like that they're doing the movable eyes for, a lot of their figures now lately.
Yeah. I think this particular look is good for Hot Toys because it's a very compact hairdo, right?
Oh,
so
yeah.
You don't have to make any decisions about doing like rooted hair or, anything like that where it's. So I think it's
and
cool.
You can turn her head when you actually get the figure.
Yeah, exactly. And then you have Anakin from Attack of the Clones as well. And I think this looks pretty good too. I think it's a good sculpt.
I think they knocked this sculpt out of the park. It's great. The only thing it was interesting to see is a little different is on the forehead they like sculpted because there are photos where it looks like he has wisps of hair that just go straight down across like the top of his forehead. That was interesting.
That's sculpted in, you think?
Yeah, that's what it looked like. I mean, something like that.
That'll be interesting to see in hand with that.
Yeah. And it's like it's always the same thing with like or for all these type of things where you're looking at it in a big blown up screen versus like, it's on the shelf 3 feet away. Most likely, you're not. It's going to blend in and it'll look great. Yeah,
totally. Edgardo de Jesus, Merry Christmas to all. Happy holidays. Thank you so much for the super chat, brother.
Yeah, thanks, Edgardo.
And if I'm pulling these down a little bit early, they're kind of like jumping in front of Jared over here. And then one more piece, which is the Exo 6 Spock from the motion picture. This is the Kolinahr ceremonial scene in the beginning of that movie. And it's kind of wild that they're doing this very specific thing, but you know, I guess it's iconic to that movie, right? So pretty cool.
Yeah, because I don't think he, from what I saw in the promo photos, he doesn't come with like anything. It's just, you know, that's what like they're going for this type of thing. It's just the figure, the outfit, the head sculpt. You know, he doesn't need.
They did the same with Kirk, with the motion picture Kirk. He didn't come with anything. It was just Kirk, and that one sold out because they didn't make a lot of them. And this one's probably going to sell out too. Although this one has a little bit of a longer pre-order, but that Kirk is gone.
Yeah. That looked excellent. I mean, like I've seen that movie, and I'm like, those outfits look great. You know, I'm not.
It's
like,
a good-looking movie. It's a little long and slow.
Yeah. But like, yeah, I'm like that would be something that'd be awesome, especially if you're into Star Trek to have on the shelf like that. I'm sure that's been people have been waiting for something like that in a long time.
And they're gonna do the Bones where he's in his like casual outfit, I believe.
Oh, cool.
And he's still got the beard.
Yeah.
So that one's coming too. That hair are. Oh, so I'm wondering if me again is talking about Anakin's hair or Spock's hair. Spock's hair seems fine. It's probably Anakin's hair. Could be the lighting though. Yeah, maybe it is Spock's hair. Okay. So, what we've got in store for you today, and we may end up cutting this a little short because it's getting long at this point. And Larry's not here too, and we kind of want to have him on here. So we're gonna check out a little bit. We're gonna get a little taste of that Sears catalog. So let me pull this down here. And this is going to be fun. We did it last year, and I think I surprised you guys last year. I said, hey, I got a surprise, and we just did it. But this year we planned it out a little bit. So I got to pull this back up and then bring in, where's my link here? And we're going to bring in this. So this site is called christmas.musetechnical.com, and it's awesome. You can browse, going back to like the 1950s, you can browse tons and tons of catalogs. And so here's the Christmas wish book from 1986, the Sears Christmas wish book. And they have the JCPenney ones. Like the one we did last year was the JCPenney 1983. And this year we're doing the Sears 86. For those of you who might be a little bit younger, you might not have experienced this very much, but I think the three of us here can probably quite vividly remember year after year catalogs coming in. And I think kids these days get some of that a little bit with like the Target ones and the Amazon ones, but these were like, this was our internet really at the time.
Yeah.
This was like, this is how we like browsed toys at home. You know, usually you're just browsing at a store, but this was a lot of fun as a kid and like picking out what you want for Christmas. And so I've bookmarked a bunch of pages, and I just need to move something around here real quick. There we go. Let me move this. Okay. All right, so I bookmarked a bunch of pages now. I'm sure, so I didn't ever get the Sears ones. I always had the JCPenney. So this like visual isn't striking a crazy memory for me, but if Larry was here, I know he used to always get the Sears, and that's why we were going to do the Sears this time. He would be like, yep, I exactly remember that cover, because you remember the covers of these things when you had them as a kid. Jared, did you have these catalogs?
I don't recall having a lot of the Sears ones, but we had the JCPenney ones for sure.
A specific one, or?
But I mean, I wouldn't remember this one. I was only 2 when this one came out, so I wouldn't. Oh, okay. This one wouldn't hold anything for me. I'm sure like later on. I mostly remember the JCPenney ones.
Okay, JCPenney. Yeah, that's all I ever had was JCPenney.
Yeah, we might have had Sears. I just definitely recall the JCPenney more. Yeah. It'd be interesting almost. I was just thinking, I mean, they must have used the same photos or similar photos, right? It's not like they're having like a Sears photo shoot for Masters of the Universe and then the JCPenney one or something.
I do think last year I feel like I remember Larry identified a few like error type things that probably that might actually have been like specific to that catalog. That'd be a fun one to take a look at, to compare.
Yeah.
Like look at the 86 Sears and the 86 JCPenney to see. Okay, so I'm not gonna just go to next page. Although it's kind of, this is funny. Let me just go to this one next page. The first page is fur coats. Okay, fur coats, which is hilarious that like that's the first thing in the catalog. And I wonder if it's like because like really rich people are just too lazy to really like flip it too far, and they want to put it right in the beginning for them or something. But I think it's funny that fur coats is like the first thing.
Yeah, because you
Okay.
think of everything as being cheap back then, and they're like $1,000 to $1,600 off. It's like, well,
The Christmas trees in this catalog, like the like the fake Christmas trees, were like $150. That seems like a lot. Like I feel like you could go
yeah,
buy a fake Christmas tree for $150 now, but
yeah, it would be like a super nice Costco one or something.
right, yeah. Or maybe they aren't. I don't know. Maybe they're like 400. We get a real tree every year, and we're like poor because of it because they're so expensive this year. But okay, so now we're gonna jump ahead. So I did isolate one non-action figure page because it's kind of an action figure page. And this is watches. Watches were a big deal back
Centurion's
then.
watches, weird.
Centurion's watches, right? Like it's so wild. And they like detach. I mean, they're just toys that kids could wear on their
Yeah.
wrist, right? Like, and the little transformer one, right? That like, if you zoom in here,
Some video game ones.
yeah, yeah, you got some video game. Looks like Cubert over here.
Hubert, yeah.
And Pac-Man even, yeah, that's Pac-Man right there. Yep. You know, NFL stuff also was like just like you can flip through this catalog and find just like jackets and just
I
like
bet,
so many
yeah.
things. I remember at school around this time, maybe 88, 89, there was a vending machine that had NFL pencils. And it was like the crazy thing to like try to collect all of the NFL pencils. But it was at school. There was a vending machine with NFL pencils.
Why not?
Yeah. Okay. I wonder if there's anybody in the chat that remembers those NFL pencils. I bet there are. Sorry, I'm not focusing on the chat too much right now because this thing is on top of the screen for me because I'm using it. I don't have two monitors. I need to get an extra monitor. All right, so let's move into the toys. Okay, so page 526.
Let's just highlight how big this book was.
Yeah,
You're on page
Right, 1,000 pages or
526,
something.
Yeah,
that's insane.
they were like a phone book.
They were so big. And they had everything.
It's like literally
Clothing,
everything the store
treadmills.
sold. It's not just a Christmas thing. It's here. You can buy anything, and it's
Right,
in this
and like
book.
Yeah, do you need
imagine
bedding?
nowadays being able to like I guess open up a catalog and know that you're gonna get something. Like, did things sell out? Right? Like,
Oh
I
yeah,
can't. Did they?
I don't.
Sure.
Yeah, I have no idea. Yeah.
Would you
Especially
place an
toys, man.
order and they would just say, "Sorry, this is sold out"? Like, I can't remember.
Yeah, you had to like mail
People
a
used to get in
check in.
fistfights in parking lots over He-Man figures and Cabbage Patch Kids. Stuff definitely sold out.
That's true. Yeah.
Well, right? Yeah, that's true. But yeah, yeah. I guess if people would just go to the catalog instead, right? Okay, so these old robots and things, which reminds me of the Max Steel, which I don't think is in here, but that's releasing soon. The nacelle version,
RoboForce. Yeah,
the RoboForce, yeah, which is now Max 89 because of the licensing thing,
Oh,
or
okay.
the lawsuit or whatever. But those, and then there's another page of these, I think. Yeah, so there's this other page of these robots.
That skateboarding robot like just immediately brought a memory back. I'm like, did someone at my house have that? I remember some sort of skateboarding thing. Wow.
Nice. Probably remote controlled. One button, or
Yeah.
it would be like two directions, right? You could go forward and then you could go back with a turn for a lot of the
I remember
RC
having a
things.
car like that. Yeah.
And that's the only way you could turn. You could go forward straight or back turning.
Yeah.
All right, so let's get into we're on 520. All right, so 528. So I think this gets us into some laser tag.
Oh, man.
Wow. I don't remember
this is
those
where I
helmets
feel.
or any of that.
What's that?
I don't remember those helmets or any of that. That type of laser tag. That's crazy.
Yeah, there was a rifle too. This must have been before the rifle came out because there was a laser tag rifle. I remember. He's got his Adidas on. That's good. Good look.
Nice.
Okay. Let's go over to the next one. Nintendo. This must have been
Nice.
like the first year Nintendo was in.
Yeah, this is early. Yeah.
Because you don't have any Mario, right? I mean, you have Donkey Kong, but you don't have Super Mario Brothers yet.
And Rob the robot.
Yep.
Yeah, the robot.
You could get the like Duck Hunt one, or you could get like the basic Nintendo, and then that following year or whatever, probably around 87, I think. You could get the one that came with Mario. So Nintendo. All right, here we go. Rambo.
Wow.
You get to pick one thing from this page. Chris, what are you going to grab from this page?
I mean, right now, maybe I'll grab that tower or something, or the play set. That looks like a lot of fun. Rambo and the Force of Freedom. Yeah, this is a toy line I don't recall at all. I mean, I was 4 in 1986, so it was probably, they didn't keep this one going.
How about you, Jared? What would you grab?
Whatever this white ninja dude looking thing is, because I don't know anything about this line, but I'm gravitating towards him.
I think he's on the next page, so let's find out. Oh, was this the previous?
I mean, I know this line existed, but I never had one as a kid.
I remember it. I didn't have. This was so 86 was kind of towards the tail end of me being really into action figures and toys and stuff. I was still playing with Legos and whatnot, but yeah, I think I would also pick a figure, probably Troutman or Rambo, like one of those two, if I were gonna pick something on here. The vehicle looks pretty cool
figure.
Huh?
So they had a Colonel Troutman figure.
Yeah, there he is right there, I think.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
Don't forget one thing.
Yeah.
A good supply of body bags. All right. Okay, yeah, so you have Colonel Troutman, Rambo's friend and leader.
Rambo's friend, yeah.
$7. I feel like that's like even a high for them.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta, I guess also too, like last year we were looking at 83 and we're jumping up to 87. So
yeah,
quite a jump there. Mike Massey, big fan of Toy Bro for years. DorkLair rules. There you go, Toy Bro. Mike Massey's a big fan.
Thanks, Mike.
I've also been a big fan for years. All right, back over here. All right, we're getting a little bit late, so we're going to do maybe like 1 or 2 more pages, and then we're going to continue this next week. And next week, what we'll do is we'll start with this, and we'll do the we'll do the news after. Good page to end on. So, all right, so we got the G.I. Joe page here. And yeah, so this was like, yeah, because when the Terror Dome came out, like, that's what it's called, right? Yeah, the Terror Drome. Like, when that came out, like, that was kind of like a little bit past I was kind of just done with G.I. Joe at that point, I think. But I do remember a lot of these toys. Like, I had a lot of this other stuff when I was a kid. So let's start with Chris. What do you think about this page?
There's Serpentor. I just got him.
There you go.
Well, I mean, I guess
I was at the bottom.
Yeah. Let's see how much it is.
$80 or whatever it costs.
$125.
Yeah, that's a hefty cost there. I was gonna say, yeah, how do I not go with the Terror Drome? But then I'm like, oh well, the flag, the 7.5. It has 7.5 feet of excitement. I don't know how I can say no to that.
I had a friend who had it. I remember these twins, the Arnold twins, Paul and Matt and Paul Arnold, I think were their names. They had it, and they had like everything. They had so many figures, and they had so many figures that I had never seen before. Like a lot of the like variant ones, like I guess it would be like the Tiger Force ones or something like that, or maybe, I'm not sure. I don't remember. Like at the time, I didn't even know what they were. They were like these other color versions of
Yeah.
G.I. Joes, and I just didn't even know what they were. But I had a lot of this stuff actually. Like I had the what is it called? The Night Raven right here. I had this
The
one.
cool planes.
I had that. I actually have a picture of me with this thing, and it was probably right around this time because it was probably like one of the last things I had for GI Joe. But I had the Tomahawk as well. That was like one of my favorite things. Was that helicopter, the Tomahawk?
Yeah, that looks awesome.
That was really cool. But all right. How about you, Jared? What would you grab off this page?
I mean, right now I'd probably get, like the Terradrome because the flag is the most impractical toy ever made. So, but as a kid, I don't know. I didn't have GI Joes as a kid, so
right.
They were never a thing for me. I watched the show, but I never had them.
I definitely had some. I mean, it was probably early '90s, so later phase stuff.
I mean, I don't think I ever
wasn't in the
owned
thick
a
of it.
single Joe. None.
I think I would get the Terradrome because I've like I said, I was able to play with when I was a kid. I was able to get some time playing with the aircraft carrier, and I had a lot of these other things. I always thought this one was really cool. I don't think I had this one, number 7. The air chariot. A lot of these don't have the actual name of the vehicle on here. They just have like a description of it. But that's a pretty cool looking vehicle there. But yeah, I probably would get the Terradrome just to play with it and see, like all its little features and stuff. Because that's I think I mentioned last year the headquarters was like my all-time favorite toy as a kid, at least for GI Joe stuff. I loved it so much. I got so much mileage out of that thing. It was awesome. And this is like kind of the Cobra version of that. So, all right, let's pull this down. So, okay, so we are going to let's take a look at the chat, and then we're gonna call it a night. And the Conquest. That's what it was. The Conquest. Vetmatic had the Conquest, the Tomahawk, the Night Raven, and the Sergeant Slaughter tank. Very cool. Yeah, I bet Brick something is the same age, like just kind of like getting out of figures and stuff at that point. And let's see. Got the Havoc for Christmas one year. All the tooling they did back then was amazing. Yeah. Greatest toy line of all time. What's the price for Serpentor? Hold on one second. Serpentor is number 7. $6.99. And the individual figures, are they on here? Oh, they did packs. So $20 for 6 figures.
No, that's great.
These things. So they didn't have any individual figures available on this page. Just real quick.
Yeah, it's probably easier to deal with assortments for that type of crap.
For ordering. And then, so this is just Okay. All right, let's pull this down. Let's remove that. And wrap this thing up. Got to go back in time and get some of these. Yeah. All right, everybody. Thanks again for all the super chats, everybody. I wish Larry had been here, and part of the reason why we dragged our feet a little bit was because I wanted to save some stuff for Larry for next week, because this was his catalog, the Sears, and this is why we had it on here. Unfortunately, Larry just ran into some business and had to do some work tonight. I think he had some meetings and stuff. So, yeah, circa. There you go. Circa what you want.
Yeah,
of course, that's how it works. Right now they have kids put stickers. The ones they come with the stickers, and
they come with a sticker and you put it on that.
Oh, really?
Here's a marker.
Yeah, you can tell Jared and I are parents, and Chris isn't.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay. So Jared, Toy Bro, thank you for coming on, and especially just hopping on last minute.
Yeah, no problem.
Putting off your prototype review there, and you want to just quickly do your social media accounts. What do you just Toy Bro everything?
Yeah, I mean, Toy Bro, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram. All the hits, all the big ones.
Nice. Where are you most active? Would you say Twitter is your most active?
Twitter, probably. Yeah.
Yeah.
When it comes to non-YouTube, yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
YouTube's
I use
becoming
Twitter
a
a
bit of
lot. Yeah.
its own like little social media thing too with the community tab. I need
Right.
to do that a little bit more.
Yeah.
I neglect that quite a bit, but I never know if people actually use it or not. And then I do something, and I'm like, oh, it's actually people actually do notice this stuff.
Yeah. Sometimes if it's a good post, man, they get a lot of interaction, a lot of comments and stuff. So, Nate, I feel like I haven't noticed your comments too much, but sorry, did not mention you. Nate says safe travels to Disney. Have a blast. And I know Nate and I and Trevor are going to be going live Monday night to talk about our top 5 Mythic Legions of 2022. We're going to have a few guests, including Hedgehog, who has been here in the chat all night. And yeah, okay. Thanks, everybody. We will see you next week. And until next time, may the Force be with you.